Hello, hello, hello. We're here. We're back in the room. Andrew's in. He says evening, evening. Jack says he's got an early start, so he's just stopping by to say hi. Enjoying the videos. We'll catch you on the repeat. Fair dues. Can't say fairer than that. Oh dear. Whew. A bit fresh out there tonight, it was. A bit fresh. A bit fresh. Do. Just got to wait now. Got to wait for it to warm up. Now it's like. Of course, because the clocks have gone forward, all the people in America and other parts of the world are probably going, wow, he's on at I don't know, 7 o'clock in the evening rather than 6 o'clock. Renee's in. So there'll just be me, Andrew and Renee in tonight, I believe, because this always happens when the clocks go forward. There's always a big kind of we all miss each other. That's the problem with the time zones and people being all over the world. It's so easy to miss each other. Remember, some people are having breakfast, some people are having their lunch, some people are having their afternoon tea, some people are having their supper. Remember, it's always supper time or dinner time or breakfast time or lunch time, anywhere, all at the same time. Andrew says, I see Roxy Music is reformed for gigs. Has Brian Ferry spent all his money? Well, it's the 50th anniversary, isn't it? 72, 52, 52, 72, 2002, 22. I think I saw them in 2002. That would have been their 30th anniversary. That's when I saw them at Wembley Arena. No, I'm not going to the O2. Just so I can see a tiny little ant on the stage going, do the strand. Is that Brian Ferry or is it an ant? I can't tell. So no, I shan't be going to that one. I wonder how much are the tickets out yet? Andrew says pension fund. I don't know. I think they do all right. They can always just reissue the albums in, can't they? Remember, folks, Roxy have reissued their albums again, and it's rather interesting because they're claiming that it's a new pressing. No, it's new old pressing because Miles Shovel, who does the half-speed mastering at Abbey Road, said, those are the ones I did a good few years back. We haven't done a new one. So they're doing new old stuff, old new stuff, new old new. You decide. But I got a feeling you got to sell some records. I mean, I had a funny feeling that they were going to be doing something because again, they're reissuing the albums on the vinyl again. I mean, it's not even been. Has it been 5 years since the last time? I do not know. I think it's been about 5 years since the last time. But it's hey, let's just do it again. Let's do it again. You go from no represses to many represses, and here comes a hot beverage, tea, I believe. Yeah. This is tea. I'm doing tea because coffee. It's coffee which makes me feel ill. It's the coffee. What does it? I think it plays. Well, that's just a little bit too hot for my taste. It's a bit of a hot one. I don't even know how much. I wonder how much are the tickets? Roxy Music. Roxy. No, that ain't right. Roxy Music. Are a band. Oh yeah, that looks nice. London. O2. Let's have a look. O2. Apparently, it doesn't actually say because it's a code. I've got to have a code. But look, everyone, look. Brian Eno's going to be with them. That can't be right, can it? Can that be right? That Eno's going to be look, see, there he is. He's there. Brian Eno's there. That can't be right, can it? Eno's not with them, is he? I can't even find out how much the tickets are. The bastards. Let me see if I can find out. Roxy Music 02 2022. Priority. Live Nation. Maybe that'll work. Roxy Music. On sale on 31st of March. Oh. I imagine that they're going to be very expensive. I imagine. Good if they had 20 quid, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be good if they charged 1970s prices? Wouldn't it be good? Andrew says, what's the sound like on these repressings? They're all right. They sound very flat. I mean, they're like the little miniature CD. Where's the Roxy CDs? Oh, they're there. You can't see them. Wait a minute. What's that on the shelf? What's that there? In the Genesis section. What? There's something in the Genesis section. Could it be some overpriced Genesis dominoes in a tin? What? I'm an idiot. A fucking idiot. I thought I'd celebrate the passing of Phil Collins. I mean, sorry, not of the Genesis, with some overpriced dominoes in a tin. I never learn. They sound very much like, because it's the Bob Ludwig masters from the late 90s. It was the late 90s, wasn't it? It's those just put on vinyl. They're good. They're clean. They're solid. I find them again. It's just, but just put the CDs on. I might as well just put the CDs on because they've got that same kind of airless quality about them. You've asked me this before, Andrew, because you're angling. I did actually message you on Facebook about those LPs, but you know that was a few weeks back, and you never got back to me. So I thought you were ignoring me. So any offer's been withdrawn. You see, so I did contact you. If you check your message, if you are, of course, that's if you are Andrew. You never know, because you never know who's playing. You never know who's doing what on here, do we? We just have to I treat you all at face value. These days, it's all a game, isn't it? Andrew says we want a decent seat. Well, that'd be expensive. I thought Earl's Court was a big soulless place, but I mean, if you've seen the recent footage from the Genesis concert, again, there's been various footage of it and pictures. People taking pictures. You can see what it's like. It really is. If the seats I can afford are in the gods, and it's like the stage is like that big. They don't even use like big jumbotrons these days, like like in the old days at Wembley Stadium, even at Earl's Court, they used to have the big things at the side of the stage, and you could see. They don't even use that anymore. They have like the backdrop, but that's all animated with dominoes flying all over the place. But it's not like you can really, and it's the atmosphere as well. Again, anything larger than Wembley Arena, and I just can't be bothered. I just can't bother with anything these days. Padge says, good evening. Well, it's nearly good night, isn't it, really? Renee says, bought some new equipment lately? Me? Just that there. I'm debating whether to keep it. It's I did a video on my other channel about it. It's a Fender Mustang bass, because my hand gives me jips sometimes, especially this little finger here. Look at it. I still get joint pain. they said it was diabetes. But I know I still get, and that one as well, that knuckle as well, I still get pain. And playing, I love playing bass guitar. I really do. I am a bass player. I'm a bass player first, guitarist third. I don't know, and it hurts to play my precision. It really, it can be painful sometimes. So I just find myself using like those fingers, and little pinky is redundant. Get rid of cut off little pinky, snip. So I thought, I already had I sold the Ibanez short scale one, not because it was a bad instrument. For the money, 5-string short scale bass, remarkably good value. Especially what I got it for, because I saved up my vouchers, and I paid half the money with vouchers, so it cost me about 100 quid. But I think its going rate's about 220, 230. But for that kind of money, they're remarkable instruments. Short scale 5-string bass guitar. It's unique. But I just didn't like this. I like the Fender sound. I like the Fender. I can't help myself. And I was thinking, well, do I scout around and buy some pickups for this Ibanez and prat around changing the pickups, probably ending up with pickups more expensive than the guitar? Or do I just out it and buy a short scale Mustang? Because I've had my eye on one of those for a while. And so I went with the Mustang. I did. I went with the Mustang. I've done a video over there, but I'll talk about it. Because it's quiet. It's quiet. All the spoof accounts have gone. So we lost about 20 accounts. Just imagine all those windows open, that one person just spoofing. That's just crazy, man. Mind you, it was not as crazy as last night, because somebody on the Facebook seemed to think that Chris Rock deserved to be attacked, and I was like, what? Really? Do you really think that? Saying, are you sure? Are you sure? Just because you don't like Chris Rock or his comedy, do you really think he deserves to be physically assaulted? And this fellow, he decided to, come at me in the DMs on Facebook. Now I was quitting for the night because it was early hours. I guess it was early hours in the morning. I just finished Wordle. I was exhausted for the night, and I put was it my phone? I guess it would have beeped on my phone. You know what it's like, all this stuff beeps at you. It wasn't my iPad. My phone started like pinging, beeping, like it was paying out in Las Vegas. I thought I'd hit the jackpot. But no, this guy sent some like 58 messages in, I guess, less than 2 minutes. Because I went to the missus. Get a load of that. I didn't read any of the messages, because it was from that fella who I just, saying, are you sure? I wasn't rude to him. I was just like, he came into the DMs and he went, well, what should he have done? What should have Will Smith done? And I replied, my first reply was, do you really need to ask me? It's like, what? You need to ask me what the right thing for Will Smith to do is? Well, I'll tell you what the wrong thing is. It's getting up on stage and physically assaulting someone. Again, if it had been another actor, if it had been, I don't know, Mel Gibson, maybe. God, I think we wouldn't have heard the end of it. But there are people out there that seems to defend this really terrible behaviour, this shitty behaviour. And people are saying alopecia is a disability. Well then, can I claim for this? Can I? Because you guys, I have people taking the piss out of my, I didn't ask for this. I live with it, I don't care. One less thing to worry about in the morning, isn't it? But, alopecia. Yeah, it's sad for when women lose their hair. It's sad, But I tell you, in the grand scheme of things, worse things happen, Trust me. You'd rather be bald and living than dead with a full head of hair. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things. But people are justifying this. So I just said, you need to ask me. Me? You want me to be? I didn't say this next bit. I'm kind of, extemporizing. I'm expanding my. I said, you want me to be your Jiminy Cricket? You want me to be your conscience? I didn't say that. I'm just playing for the camera. You've got to explain jokes these days, as Chris Rock failed to do at the Oscars. And after I left it, and then it started pinging, ping, 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 ping. And I thought, oh God, I've got a live one here. So I just muted and blocked him. Because it was, I don't know what time it was, and I was going to go to bed. And then I unfriended him on Facebook because I thought, you just don't need that level of crazy on your feed, do you really? Because, there's no bloody excuse for any physical. Even if Chris Rock stood on the stage and spat at Jada Pinkett Smith, no. Let the law jump in, innit? You let the law deal with it. It's a funny old world. It's a funny old world in which we live in. What was we talking about? Guitars. Oh, Cyrus is in. Yeah, Roxy are back. They never were away, really, because Ferry's been touring ever since. What was I talking about? Guitars. Yeah, so I thought what I'd do is I'd go a bit crazy because I was feeling a bit depressed. I was feeling a bit down, And whenever I feel down, I think, what'll cheer you up? Spend a load of money you haven't got on something you won't use. That'll cheer me up. And so I bought an American Performer Mustang bass, and it's the first time I've ever bought an American instrument, a Fender American instrument, first time. Because usually it's like Mexican. I can only go Mexican. I ain't got no problem with that. But I would have gone for the Mexican version of this guitar, but they only have switches. They only have switches, and I don't want switches. Switches are great for Strats and Telecasters, and Jaguars and Jazzmasters, and Music Masters, Duosonics, Jag-Stangs. But in a bass, it's very important. Very important. I like to blend. I like to blend my pickups. This is why people come here. They want to find the secrets of the lock sound. Coming in here. Oh, it's like George Martin is emptying his head into a video. People are they're like, oh wow. It's like we're going behind the scenes at Abbey Road, or peeping through the keyhole at Real World Studios. Darren's letting us in to his secret world. Oh, he's good. He's good, isn't he? But what was I talking about? Pickups. I like to blend me bass pickups. It's just a thing I do. You know what you like. You like a little bit. Of the bridge. You like a little bit of the neck. You want them both. You want to play with them both. You know what I'm saying, lads? You want to play with. You don't want to concentrate on one. You want to play with them both. And that's what I'm saying about the pickups on my bass. I like to blend. Now with the Mustang, it's short scale. The Mexican and the Squires, I think they all have switches if they've got two pickups. A lot of the Squires and a lot of the Fenders have the single. It's like the single. It's a single pickup. That's no good for me. Because I like to blend. I like to blend two pickups. I like to blend the bridge and the neck. The bridge and the neck. Blend. Live in harmony. And so, excuse me, this bloody American Performer is the only one that allows you to blend the pickups. I think that's a bit expensive. It's a bit expensive, but if I really like it and it helps my hand, sell a few things. I got stuff I can sell. There's box sets. There's vinyl. There's Roxy Music vinyl to Andrew. There are people out there. There's books I've got that I can sell. I've got a very expensive Van de Graaff generator book that I can offload. There's always There's always stuff in the cup. Trust me, there's always stuff in the cupboards to sell. So, there's always guitars. I could always upload a guitar. Could, if I wanted to. Could. So I've got this performer, American performer, Mustang bass, and now that was the preamble. That was just the foreplay. I was just toying with you. I was teasing. I was luring you in, bringing you in, getting you juiced up, man, getting you ready for the main event. Oh yeah. Are you ready? If you haven't seen the video already, go and watch the video on my other channel. It's the one with the little music note after my name. That's good, Darren. This is where evil Darren lives. He's bad. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. You're going to be good. If you misbehave yourself, I won't show you. Okay. I warned you. It's a bit fruity. So yeah, this is the American performer Mustang bass, and there are the two pickups, and I can't do it with one hand. That's what she said. With the two volumes and a single tone, and you can blend them. And it's a nice bit of word. Look at that. It's got a bit of flame in it. Look, it's got a bit of flame. And see, it says Mustang, and that is surprisingly rosewood. But that has got to be the darkest rosewood or you've ever seen. It's almost like ebony. It's almost like ebony. It's so dark. But it's so nice. It's such a nice, ideal for my tiny little girl hands. Trump hands as I call them, Mr. Trump hands. But it's good having small hands because it does make your cock look big when you hold it. As you can see, it was well worth me spending the money on this instrument. But look, it's like ebony. It's like ebony. So yeah, I really do like it. But it's that thing about oh God, the things I have to sell to keep it. Whereas, bomb, as he bangs the guitars. This is my. Now that's rosewood. This is my 2000 and. Whoops! Bang! Crash! Let's just smash all the guitars. Oh God, I can't see I can't even read it anymore. It says 606. So it would be 2005 because in the old days you'd have to knock the. This is my old girl. I've had her since 2005. She's been through the wars because I put a pickup in her and then I removed it, and now I 3D printed that. I 3D printed that little cover to cover the hole. There's a big hole there. And I put some screws where the pickup used to be, so it looks like it might have had a cover, over the. But yeah, this is the girl. She's been on everything. But look at that. That's rosewood. But mind you, I treated it. So I treated her this week. I got some of this wax, Monty's wax, which darkens the wood, and then I let it sit for a while, and then I lovingly cleaned it off. Then I applied the lemon oil. Oh yeah. Very sensual experience cleaning your bass guitar neck. Very sensual. Oh yeah, very sensual. Oh yeah. But yeah, bass guitars. I like bass guitars. I do. Oh, ow, ow. You gonna behave yourself? Stay there. Oh, my shoulder. Oh. Where are we? Andrew says, I am he, me, he. Indeed. Cheetah's in. They say hello. Wadsley says, good evening. Hope you're keeping well. Well, still here. Rox says, Peter and Steve and Tony and Mike tour should happen now. No, it shouldn't. No, it never will. Andrew says, sorry. Oh, yes, he's replying. Jonathan says, hi. First time on chat, love your channel, been watching for a few years. Just thought I'd ask, are you aware of the remastered version of Marscape, which features Phil Collins that came out? Yeah, it came out last Friday. Yeah, I'm aware of it. Just, I don't know. I'm doing the Chili Peppers, man. Jesus Christ. Chili Peppers, man. Don't want to interrupt my flow. I've got to listen to Stadium Arcadium again. It goes on for so long. So long. Don't want to do it. This is the point where I've not been looking forward to this. Stadium Arcadium just goes on so long. No, I'm familiar with the release reissue. I just got to get around to buying it. But you know, I don't know. I've got to be careful because like the price cap on the electricity and gas comes in on the 1st of April. And I don't know what we're going to do. The money savings expert man, Martin Lewis, just looks like he's like he looks like a frightened rabbit in the headlights. Mind you, he's all right. He's a multi-millionaire, and good for him. He's earned it. He created the website and gave all the advice, but he has no advice for anyone other than hold on tight. It's going to be a bumpy ride, and it's going to get a lot worse. And every time they mention it, I just think back to dear old Margaret Thatcher in the 80s, going, oh, yes, the privatisation of the utilities will mean choice for the consumer. And, oh, yeah, we've got a choice, all right. We can either eat or heat. Thanks, Maggie. That's the choice. Because, again, a lot of politicos, including the Thatcher era, were only thinking of the short term. They didn't care. She's dead. It's not going to bother her, is it? You know? Well, she's warm where she is, isn't she? She's warm. He's doing Thatcher jokes already. I take no joy in the death of Mrs. Thatcher. I just wish she'd stayed around alive long enough to see everything she did, went wrong. So again, I don't know what to budget for, because I'm the money man. Sell all your guitars or use them for firewood. They ain't really going to help. Ain't going to help me, because the real problem comes in next winter or October, when the price cap goes up even higher, and then we hit winter and longer nights and darker times. So I said to everyone, what we're going to do, we're just going to get a big bed, real big bed. We're going to put it in the living room, and we're going to be spending like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, with the grandparents all in the same bed. Me, the missus, the kids. We're just going to go top to tail, big bed, several duvets, jacket on, jumpers, triple socked. Don't need to put the electricity on. We can have a single candle, and I'll read Moby Dick, maybe, because that goes on a bit as entertainment. No TV, no computers, no video games. As electricity. By a single candle, I will read Moby Dick, and my words will become pictures. Yeah? Oh, yeah. And it'll be like Gregory Peck, not the shit version with William Stewart. Not William Stewart, Patrick Stewart. I always get William Stewart and Patrick Stewart mixed up. William Stewart, presenter of 15 to 1. Patrick Stewart, Make It So. I always get it mixed up. What's that about? Anyway, William Stewart, he's doing 15 to 1, on the Pequod. See, this is where my brain goes. I'm talking about the Gregory Peck version, Call me Ishmael. No, don't. And that's how we're going to afford to live in the future. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Oh, dear. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be great. Cyrus says, I was talking to Andrew. Andrew said, Rox says, since you're doing Red Hot Chili Peppers, can we get a free bass line from you? No. What, with my feet? I can do a little bit. I do a little bit of slapping and popping, but I always feel really dirty. That just feels wrong. It just feels wrong, man. It just feels wrong. Anyway, I can't because Barry will complain that I'm making too much noise, so I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to. Andrew says, how I wish I could play the guitar. You know what? Me too. Sorry, says, the one where I polish my wood. Munton. Where is Munton? You sure you're not Garrett Munton? Eric says, Roxy Music Ed on the road again. Yeah, we've just been talking about that. And we were trying to figure out how much the tickets would be. But they're not out until, is it the 1st of April? Or as I like to call it, Daddy's Dead Day. Good old Dad dying on April the 1st. I'll never forget you. He's warm where he is too. Probably dancing the tango with Thatcher. Oh, I'm such a bastard. I'm going to a warm place. At least I won't have to worry about the gas and electricity. Just got to get used to the pitchforks in my arse. That's all. I'll get used to it. Andrew says, on the road again. That was Candy. On the road again. On the road again. In stereo. On the road again. Sorry says, what tracks would you put on a single album version of Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic and Stadium Arcadium? Oh, I don't fucking know. Stadium Arcadium, like I said, I know there was a single, wasn't there? There was a single. I've listened to it about twice in the time that I've owned it, about twice. It's like I don't want to. I purposely avoided the album when it came out because it was a double, right? I purposely avoided it. Yeah, there was the singles. I saw the few, there was gigs on the TV or whatnot. I was like, oh yeah, but I went, oh no. But then a few years ago, when I decided to go fucking insane and buy things on vinyl again, because I'm an arsehole. You could have just got them all for pennies on CD. The audio fidelity was much improved rather than using crackly old vinyl. Anyway, I got the record and it's in a big box. You'll see it when I do the review. And like I said, I think I listened to it twice, and it's like, I remember I got one of the last copies of it, and I was really pleased with myself because I didn't spend a fortune on it. I got it from some place. I think they were priced to clear, I think, and I nipped in and got the last one. I thought, oh, that's good. At least I didn't pay full price for the vinyl. I may have even used a voucher. Who knows? Who knows what I get up to? I can't remember. But it is it is stupidly long. Stupidly. They could have just released 2 albums, put a year between them or 2 years between them. Stupidly long. And that's the problem with bands, like the Chili's, is they don't really appreciate the album format. I think they just think, we've got all these songs. We've done 17 songs. We'll put 15, 16 on the album, and the other couple will go as B-sides. And now we don't have actual physical singles. We're just going to put everything on the album, every drop. That bit where we was tuning up. We're going to put that on as well. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. Andrew said, I got magnification from the band. Yes, apparently there's no keyboards on it. No, it's strings. Because Wakeman, he's still refused. He will never go back. Can't think why. But they on, was it the ladder? They had Igor Korosky, a Russian, and he got a bit handy. He got a bit and they had to let him go. And so they decided, well, our real good keyboard player refuses to play with us. And we've had a bit of a bad experience with that Russian fella. So we'll get an orchestra in. Do watch Symphonic Yes, and the camera lingers over the young female players. It's one for the dads. It's one for the dads. Pad says Stadium Arcadium is very bloated. That is an understatement. Correction, I think there's probably 3 albums in there, because it is four albums. It's just wrong. And the problem with the Chili's, for me, is after a while, it all sounds the same. It all blurs into one. And I know they're better than that. I know they can write a good tune, but they choose not to. Well, no, they choose to put everything on the record. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. Russell says hi. Hi, Russell. Andrew says yes. Just ordered the Symphonic / Yes. Yeah, I got the DVD somewhere. I think I've got the DVD somewhere. I remember I put a load of Yes DVDs. This was a few years back. I put them all on eBay for 99p. I think I sold one of them, and I left them up for like 6 months, and I couldn't sell them, so I ended up just they're on. I need to get them. I think some of them are still on the shelf. I have a shelf in the West Wing where I put all the shit that's going to be sold, and I think they're still on that shelf. I should really bring them back. I should do prog review on Yes DVDs. You'd love that. You'd eat that shit up. Renee says, do you fine tune your necks of the basses and guitars? Fine tune? You mean tinker? Yeah, I do tinker. Adjust the truss rod. I do rust the truss, trust the rust. I rustle the trussel. The vessel with the pestle. Any Danny Kaye fans in? No, you don't. Well, you don't want me to do the Danny Kaye, do you? No, I don't want to do the Danny Kaye tonight. Yeah, I do tinker. I'm a tinkerer. My red bass is a bit. The neck's a little bit. It's a little bit. It's always had a little bit of a problem. It probably needs a shim. Needs a shim. Let's say shim together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Shim. Needs a shim. But I think I've got to take the neck off. I can't bother. I'll just tweak. Fiddle, tweak, fiddle, tweak. Makes a noise. That's the best you're going to get. It's not like anyone listens to the shit I bloody record anyway, so it's all academic, isn't it? It's all academic. I liked that year when I didn't play guitar for a year. That was nice. I like that year. But yeah, I'll show you what I tell you what I did do. Seeing as you've asked, and Renee, it's like you've peeped into my very soul. It's like you've got. Is there a camera in here? Is there a hidden camera? Did you put a hidden camera in my kitchen for that? The kitchen table is my workbench. Get that bloody guitar off the table, says the missus. You're gonna serve dinner. We can't eat our dinner with your guitar on the table. And I say, why can't you get a second job? Why can't you get a second job, and then we can get a bigger place, and I could have a shed, maybe even one of those fancy sheds, which has a light and an electrical supply, and I could have all my gear in a shed, and you'd never see me again. And I'd live in the shed, and I might come in home to have a poo, or might even have a poo in the garden if I dig a big hole. Why don't you get a second job, missus? Go on, get a second job. Then we could have a bigger place, and then my guitar wouldn't be on the kitchen table. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. There are so many people, the thick ones, who are going to think that that's a real conversation that we have. It's not. It's a joke. I am pulling your chain and you're stupid, so I have to explain the joke. I hate the world. I feel the world has gone dumb. Where was we? Oh, Renee was asking me if I twiddle and tweaked and fiddled and poked and prodded my guitar nicks. I do. Funny you should ask. Funny you should ask. See, I'm just going to eke this out because there's not a lot going on in the chat. So I'm just going to perform. All right. I'm your dancing monkey. Monkey. Oh God. Oh, my shoulder. Oh crap. Now this. Oh fuck. Keep banging them against the table. Well, it's a drawer. It's a little drawer table thing. It's a fake drawer that pulls out to be a table. It's very clever. And this is a bass guitar. It isn't. It's a Fender. And what makes this unique, there are stupid people out there that don't realise that it is fretless. But it's got lines. They go, it's got lines on it. It's not, they're not real, look. They're just markings so people like me can see where to put my fingers because it's fretless. You morons. But it's handy for me because I don't know what I'm doing. I know what. You know, you've been here long enough. You know I don't know what I'm doing. So I need it so I know where to put my fingers. Anyway, this has got what's known as a Pal Ferro neck. It's not a rosewood, but look at it. I've made it. Look, I've stained it using my Monty's guitar net wax. I stained it. And the thing with that Pal Ferro, he says, I'm going to do like one of these arty shots. So you get like, like a tour brochure. Look. Darren plays bass. Maybe on the back of a jazz CD. That could work. That could be on the next sleeve. I could be a bit coy and just peeking behind. I'm wacky. I could be serious, staring into distance. Yeah. Or I could be subversive. Watch out, Darren. You're going to smash something. I could do that. Look. I could go full Rene Magritte on your ass. Look at that. I'm sure no musician's ever done that before. Peep-poo. Peep-poo. Anyway. Oh, God. I'm so going to end up knocking something off the table. Ow. Why do I do this? I've got no life. I've got absolutely no life. And I just do this just for validation. Just to feel like I have some importance left as a human being. Anyway, where was we? Yeah, Pal Ferro is incredibly dry. It's very dry wood. It's a cheap. It is a version of. It is like a rosewood. Some say it is a rosewood, but it's just got a different name. I don't know. It's wood, isn't it? It's all the same. But they use a lot of Pal Ferro because of CITES. Don't get me started on CITES. In America, they have this thing called CITES, CITES, and it's about the importation and transportation of rare wood. Of course it is. And that affects guitar manufacturing. And for some reason, rosewood is on a protected list. And so Fender only do a very few guitars with rosewood necks these days, usually at the higher end of the price scale. So if you want a rosewood neck, you've got to shop around. So anyway, it's Pal Ferro. I don't mind it. You can stain it. But this was very, very scratchy. Not nice to touch. So you know what I did? I very lovingly took oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I lovingly took the strings off, and I went through my little bag of sandpaper. I got various grits of that means like the roughness. Because you've got to remember, some of you people out there, you don't know what I'm talking about. I've got to explain everything. Various thicknesses of roughnesses of the grits, not to be confused with what Americans eat. That's a different kind of grits. And I lovingly sanded it. I sand just a little bit, just to smooth. Oh, so smooth. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, so smooth. And I smoothed the neck, lovingly. So I did this the other day. It's like Rene knows. It's like Rene knows. It's like he's been watching me. And I sanded it, and then I waxed it. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. And then I treated it with lemon oil, and then I lovingly polished it to this fine, and it's just, listen to that. Oh. How about that way? You don't get this on other YouTube channel. What other guitar channel does that? I'll tell you how many. None. Unique. So yeah, it's a lovely guitar. And I got this. This was a B stock or something. This was a return. Bax Music. I took a punt because it was cheap. It was, again, for what it is, it was cheap. I took a real risk. There's probably a blemish on it. It looks like there's a blemish on the neck up here. There's like a blemish there. It's very. I can't see it. Oh, you can't see. There's a. You can actually there, and that's just in the wood. It's like a blemish. I don't know. It looks like nothing though. It looks like light's reflecting off it, and I've got a feeling that's why it was like a return. But I don't know what that is. I think yeah, the wood's chipped or something, but it's smooth. It's smooth to the touch, smooth, but there's a blemish. And so I got this for a stupid price. Stupid. I sold all that. Excuse me. I sold all that rolling gear, and it allowed me to buy some really nice instruments. I've got to sneeze. This is not part of the act. This is genuine sneezes. Right. Oh, I'm thirsty. I've run out of tea. I'm down to the dregs now, and they're not even the sweet dregs. Oh, I remember the good old days when you get to the bottom of the cup and you drink the dregs because there'd be sugar there. It'd be a nice syrupy, sugary. Ugh. Now I haven't even got that. It's a bit like my life, really, isn't it? It's a bit like a metaphor for my life. All this sugar's been sucked out of it. Pity me, please. Anyway, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of. The last couple of days I've been playing a lot of fretless. Just doing that a lot. I like doing that a lot. You can see I'm easily pleased. Easily pleased. Now I did record something, and then I foolishly did something else, which caused the computer to reset, and I hadn't saved what I'd done. And it's the first time in about 20 years I've actually lost some work from not paying attention. All because I needed to install an update on something else, and it needed to restart the computer. And I went, oh, all right. And I had Logic open in the background because I was just noodling, and I lost it, and it went. It's all right. I'll live, man. I'll live. Patch says, I agree. Chili Peppers are very one-dimensional. It's the Chili Peppers. A lot of bands are one-dimensional, you know. There's only like Queen that are multi-dimensional. But if you think about every other band, They just do what they do. Whereas Queen, they are truly a multi-dimensional, multi-genre, genre-hopping band. No band can genre hop like Queen. But many other bands... Oh, no, the Beatles. The Beatles can. The Beatles can genre hop. Cyrus says, the LP of Stadium Arcadium was released as a quadruple album. Or is it considered a box set? Yeah, I own it. I've got it. You'll see it when I do the review. It's just... Oh, God. I'm going to be exhausted. Tomorrow I'm just going to like that. I'm going to have to start really early. It's going to take up my entire day just listening to it. Or should I just pretend to listen? I could pretend, couldn't I? I could pretend to have listened to it. Andrew says, yes, I'd love it. Indeed, you'd love it. Matt Page says, Chili Peppers' new stuff is very mediocre. It's all right. It'll do. Rox says, what's the best garage western album? I have no idea. Page says, what will be your next discography review? I don't know. We're at R. Oh, it'll be... Oh, wait a minute. It'll be Roxy, I guess. Because I've got to do Roxy again. Because all the Roxy fucking reviews got deleted. Oh, God, no. So I'm doing ours. I don't want to do it. I don't know if I've got any other R's. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. It's boring. Have I got any more R's? Oh, could do the Roaches. Do the Roaches. Actually, yeah, could do the Roaches. I've done some of their stuff already, though. Or I could just go back and do Faith No More. I thought of being a bit cheeky and going, well, we've had Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now let's look at their superiors, Faith No More. But I don't want to get blackballed by Anthony Kiedis. So sorry, just talking to Andrew. Russell says, nice jazz bass. It is. It's nice for the money. It was, like I said, it's the cheapest Fender fretless that I could afford. And it was even cheaper because, like I said, I got it as a B stock return and I jumped on it. It was like, how much? Take my money. You know. Again, I've had a few fretlesses. I've had a few fretlesses in the past, Squire ones, and they've been all right, but I just never felt them. You know, there was something about it, I just didn't feel it. But that one, I feel it, and especially with the strings I'm using. I'm using some Roto Sound Black nylon, and when it's plugged in, it sounds really woody. It sounds almost like an upright bass, and it's just like, it's like that. It's very good. It's very good. Hans is in. He says, hello, lovely bass. I have to go to bed now. What's that 5-string? 5-string? There's no 5-string. There's no 5-string anymore. 5-string got sold. Russell says, Queen and the Beatles. I've done the Beatles. Oh, you're talking about my... What do I prefer, Pen Lane or Strawberry Fields? Strawberry Fields, man, Russell. It's always Strawberry Fields. Page says, what's your thoughts on Aphex Twin and IDM in general? It's not I don't like it. I mean, some of it's interesting. Texturally, it's interesting, but I wouldn't want to listen to a lot of it, you know. I like bits of it, you know. It's like, it's all right. It's all right, you know. But electronic music in general doesn't really hold my interest because I don't think there's the level of skill. Oh boy. I don't think there's a level of skill. There's a level of playing that you get with a guitar and a bass and a piano. I'm not a big fan of keyboard music, but I'd rather listen to a good keyboard player than somebody doing, was it you call it? IDM. Isn't it EDM, isn't it? I thought it was EDM. What's IDM? You know, but yeah, I mean, Aphex Twin, I remember listening to it back in the day. It's like, yeah, it's all right. But it was not something I really, like I said, I like Aphex Twin's greatest hits. Some of his ambient stuff I thought was interesting, but I thought it was always a bit novelty. It was always a bit quirky, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like like window licker and stuff like that. Which again, can you call something that now? I mean, it's a bit of a derogatory term, isn't it? I had problems with it back in the day. But hey, but it's the disabled. We can mock them. Disabled don't matter. We can just take the piss out of them. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I know he did a good job, like with the mystique and everything. I think if as a media player, I think he's very clever. But it's all right. So all right. Andrew says Rolling Stones. No, I'm not doing Rolling Stones. Look, if I did the Rolling Stones, would you watch the videos? Because I did couple of Rolling Stones reviews. I did start doing them, and nobody watched the videos. And there's an awful lot of Rolling Stones, and after a while, it then half sound the same. It all sounds like that to me. So. Andrew says, really like Aphex Twin. The ambient sounds, early stuff. Yeah. And says, doing all your instruments video past and present. Hans, that's a lot harder because I can't remember them all. I was going through I was doing the artwork for Net Echo. If it's Lance, is it Lance? If you're watching, I've done the artwork this week. Just got to get the CDs made now. Just me and Lance will get a copy because Lance is the only one that bought a copy. So just doing 2. It's going to cost a fortune. I'm not going to make any money, but what's the point? But I was doing the artwork for that, and I wanted to get some pictures of the shed that it was recorded. Half of it was recorded in, and there's a good picture of Alex, my dog, late dog, the garden, the shed, and there's another picture of me and Verity. I'm playing guitar, she's drawing. I wanted to include that as well because that's when those tracks were recorded. And I was going through the folder of pictures from 2008, and wait a minute, there's a guitar. I don't remember owning you. Oh, there's another guitar. I don't remember owning you. Guitars I've known and loved, bits of equipment. Oh, there's a pedal. I don't remember owning that. A Roland GR1. Wait a minute. I'd already sold my original GR1 back in 2004, I think it was. I bought another Roland GR1 in 2008 and then sold it. What was I thinking? Again, there's just loads of gear. I used to buy and sell a lot more. I used to get stuff in, sell it. What you see now is just my midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. And one day they will all be gone. I keep telling the missus that. One day I'll sell them. I will. But tell me, how can I sell that? How can I sell that? Look at it. It is a thing of beauty. Right? How can I sell that? Look at it. How can you sell? I can't sell it because it's a thing of beauty. And I think, maybe I'll sell this one. I mean, that one, by the way, is so limited now that it's worth, 3 times as much I've paid for it. In 2 years. If I keep it for another couple of years, when I die, that will pay for my funeral. That's what I told the missus. Keep that one, because when I die, that will pay for my funeral. Won't be anything fancy. Be up the chimney, and you'll get a little nondescript urn with my remains in. But that should cover it. That should cover the funeral. And I think, well, maybe I'll sell this one. Maybe I'll sell this one. This thing, which weighs a bloody ton. It's mahogany. It's got one of those Palfaro necks again. Look, but I've expertly stained it to make it look like a rosy wood. That Monty's wax is really good. It's wax. You put it on. It's got like a dye in it. And you leave it for a while. And then you get this lovely, lovely thing. But look at this monster. Look. It's got three humbuckers. Now, I've always liked the Gibson Black Beauty triple humbucker guitar. Always because the sound you get from it. I had an Epiphone one, which I think was fake. Again, guitar I've known and loved. It broke my heart because I did some excellent electronic work on it. I put in a MIDI pickup. There's pictures on my website. Got it, lovely price, modded it out. And then because this is gold, look, it's solid gold. No, it ain't. It's gold plate. But all the, look at that. Focus. I could just do that all night. And all the control, all the gold started to go green. And I started to think, wait a minute, I don't think this is genuine. And I think it was a fake, and I bought it from a reputable online store. And I think it was a fake Epiphone. And back in the day, when that was been about 2004, 5-ish. Turns out there was a lot of fake Epiphones going around. But anyway, this has 3 humbuckers, and I call it the beast. It's an abomination. It shouldn't exist. It's not. It shouldn't. And I don't like white guitars, though I think this is more cream than white. But I'm not a big fan of white guitars, so I'll sell that, and that's collectible now because they didn't make many of them. It's like, what, or I could sell Black Beauty yourself, the original one. Look at that. This one's had bits knocked out of it. Look at my expert repair there. Don't look at it. But this one I've had since '96, I think it was. Perfectly in tune. And it was made. Oh God, I can't read it. 5, so it's 95. 95, could be 94. But these turned out to be a bit of an oddity because it's got the humbucker and it's got a little coil splitter, little switch there. Wow! So you can split the humbucker. I didn't realise that at the time. I went into the shop and I bought it. I wasn't going to buy a Fender, but I went, I'll try that one, and it just felt right. I won't bother with any of the others. Padge says IDM is intelligent dance music. Really? Never heard of it. And says, in the order for me, greatest baritone, Stones, Who, Beatles. Stones don't even. Stones are just a plucking blues band, man. Just a clucking blues band. Andrew says, yes, I'd watch them. Yeah, but you watch everything, Andrew. You watch everything. You watch everything. It's not healthy, son. Is it Wordle time? It's Wordle time. Padge says, I never understood why people put the Stones up there with the Beatles. Exactly. Beautiful guitar, it certainly is. Andrew said that guitar is a work of art. It is. It's actually Shawn Mendes. He's a pop performer. I'm not familiar with his work, but he commissioned one of his fans. The fan designed it, and it was done for his foundation. The idea was he was going to release these guitars, and it was for charity. And all the money from the guitars were going to go to his music foundation. I just saw it when it was announced. I went, oh God, that looks fantastic. I call it the granny guitar. It has a pick guard, which is completely unique. You will never see it in any other instrument. It's moulded. It's like absolutely fantastic. For the money, it was ridiculously cheap. It was just over 600 quid, right? And that's nothing for a Fender Mexican guitar. It's nothing. But that custom. It looks like a custom job. It's ridiculous. And I don't know how many they made. Very few. But I bought one, and it's got the pickups in it. They've got this really kind of open, chimey, lovely bell-like, mellifluous sound to them. Again, they're obsessed. I very rarely use it. I've used it on maybe 2 songs. I play it, but in terms of recording, because it has such an interesting sound to it. It's just finding the right place to put it, if you know what I mean. Short scale as well. It's got, I think it's got 21 frets on it. So yeah, it's a real interesting guitar, and you can split the humbucker. It's weird. And I've always, I'll sell that. And I look and I go, I can't. It's just I just like looking at it. I could hang it on the wall, just look at it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Patch says, I'd love to own a 60s Epiphone Casino. I'd like to own a casino. Manky Poot says, Wu-Tang Clan made $2 million for publishing a single CD. So my advice to reduce CD copies from 2 to 1. Scarcity makes the price go up. Well, me and Lance, we're going to have, there's 2 copies. Andrew says, Wordle time. Russell says, I think the Kinks have more in common with the Beatles than the Stones. Absolutely. People often forget the Kinks. It's like the Who. It's like the Small Faces. People forget these bands. And there's a lot of bands out there in the 60s that are forgotten. I'm going to slink over there to get my iPad. There will be spoilers. I intend to win. All right. I intend to win. Oh, boy. There might be times when I'm scratching my head. Oh, here we go. Let me pull it up on the screen. Oh God, where is it? Here we go. Let's think of a message retracted. I'm trying to think of okay. We sort of whoa there. We was talking about the Rolling Stones. I'm starting with Stone. Oh wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh blimey. It could be a few things now, couldn't it? It could be Stowe. It could be Store. It could be Stoke. I'm going with Store. Yeah. Ooh. I'm going with Store. Are you ready? Oh, jumped the wrong way. Oh boy. I'm going to go with Stowe now, and that's probably the wrong one as well. No, not in the word list. Oh, okay. Well, there is a thing called a Stowe in England. Stowe. Whoops. I'm going to go with Stowe. Oh, this is getting a bit. Oh boy. I'm going with Stoke then. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose on one letter. Oh boy. Anyone? 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 Oh boy. Oh, blimey. So I'm just ignore. I'm just doing them in the grid. I'm typing the grid. Wait, there's got to be. What? Oh no! Oh God! No, can't be that. Would it? I'm just sorry, it got a bit boring. I'm just typing into the grid. Oh, Stoat isn't spelt like that. You can't. I'm thinking I've got Stoat on the brain. It's not Stoat. It's not Stope. It wouldn't be Stope, would it? Right, I'm going for broke. We cook on one of these. A stove. Right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously. That was appalling. I did so well as well. Oh, God. It made me look like a complete moron at the end. Oh, horrible. Oh, well. I've now pasted that to Twitter. I feel a bit embarrassed. I think I should have got that a bit sooner. Renee says, I think a Black Widow Gibson will suit you well. Well, I won't ever buy a Gibson. So, no Gibson, no Epiphones here. Maybe second hand, but I will never give Gibson my money because of that time when they bulldozed all those Firebird X's. Have you seen that? Have you seen the footage when they bulldozed the Firebird X's? Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, I don't want to get a copyright claim though. Maybe I'll show a still picture. Gibson Firebird X image. Come on, where's the bulldozer? Here we go. This is one of the most shameful episodes in Gibson's history. Where is it? I'll give you a pic. Oh, I'll get the picture in a minute. Wait a minute. Save image to downloads. Right. Look, this is what they did. Look at it. Look. They bulldozed a load of Firebird X's. Each of those guitars is worth like $2,000. They could have repurposed them. They could have repurposed the bodies. They could have been clever, or they could have given them, I don't know, to a school or something. And that is why I will never buy a Gibson. Because when Fender have bits and bobs left over, they fashion a new guitar. They don't waste things. Some say it was a tax, they reclaim the tax on it, tax loss. But I will never buy a Gibson because of that. I remember watching the video. It still makes me cry to this day. Tears come into my eyes because you can hear the necks cracking as the bulldozer goes over their necks. And you just go, why? Just awful thing. Andrew says the public school where Branson went, Stowe, yeah. But there's also, I think it's Old English as well. I'm sure it's because in Harlow there's a place called Stowe. I think it's like a, or is it just a place name? It isn't actually a word. I'm stupid. I thought it was a word. It's a place name. Oh no. He thinks he's all clever. He thinks he can do Wordle, but he doesn't even know the word Stowe. Yeah. It's a ski resort, apparently, in Vermont. That's not what I was looking for. I think I'm looking for Stowe without the E. I'm sure Stowe without the E is definitely a word, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. Phew. It's a nautical term. It's nautical. Nautical but nice. And says, one thing is not often mentioned, Jagger Richards wrote some clever lyrics while Lennon McCartney wrote Hold Your Hand. Oh, hand, stop it. Stop it. Just stop it now. Just stop it. Yeah. Don't make me cut. Don't make me. No, I'm going to stop. I'm going to calm down. You dare to say that Jagger Richards' lyrics are better than Lennon McCartney? Oh, no. No. Stove, says Renee. Indeed, Stove. We got there in the end. Kinks and Small Faces. Yes. Oh my God, that's awful. You're talking about the picture or my attempt at Wordle? I think it was both pretty bad. But yeah, go and find it. It's on YouTube. Watch it. It's called. Oh, maybe I'll put the link. Yeah, I'll put the link in because it is the worst thing I've ever seen. And apparently, where the factory was. Let's go to Ood Videos. Here we go. Oh God, agree. It's always a bloody thing. Where is it? Where's the thing? Where's the video? Where's the video? Here we go. You can never get the link. Oh, and then it says, "Oh, do you want a pop-up? Here's a pop-up." Here we go. Here's the actual video. Yeah, the factory where this happened, there were actually other guitars as well, and they were just putting those on the bandsaw and cutting them in half. You know, not Firebird X's, but bodies that they hadn't used. Because Gibson were closing down the factory. And you just think, what a waste. What a total waste. I just, absolute. The Destroy Guitars. I thought we were on the same page on that. But yeah, they also put a load of other guitar bodies on the bandsaw and was like, and yeah, it was a terrible waste. Anyway, I think I'm depressed now, and I'm gonna call it a day. Anyway, thanks for watching. The few of you who did turn up, the real people, the best. And you do you want me to come and bitch slap you because you're going in the right direction? You're gonna get a ban. You're gonna get a ban. You know, you're gonna get a ban. Carry on like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. We'll do this all again soon. Remember, if you can't be safe, be good. But more importantly, don't tell your mother.